welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a review on the Stay Vulnerable Glossy Lip Balms and the Melting Blushes. If you do want to see a review and a demo, then please keep watching. As a huge favor, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and comment anything down below. I greatly appreciate it. I read all the comments and I will do my best to reply back. I purchased all 5 glosses and all 5 blushes from Sephora.com. They are also available on Rare Beauty's website. The glosses retail for $18 each and the blushes retail for $21 a piece. I do want to read a little bit about the glosses on Sephora's website. A hydrating, non-sticky, long-lasting lip gloss that cushions lips all day with soft, nourishing color and shine. The benefits are hydrating. It's free of parabens, formaldehydes, formaldehyde-releasing agents, phthalates, mineral oil, sulfates, SLS, and SLES. It's also vegan and cruelty-free. It goes on to say, like a lip mask in a gloss, this ultra-cushiony, comfortable formula hugs lips with nourishing hydration while visibly plumping them with a buildable color and shine. Made with botanical blends of lotus, gardenia, and white water lily. It also helps soothe, calm, and nourish your lips. So let's go ahead and open these up. Here's a closer look at what the packaging looks like. It says Stay Vulnerable Glossy Lip Balm. You have the shade name here, which is called Nearly Rose. It does give a brief description about the lip gloss. You get 0.12 fluid ounces or 3.8 milliliters of product. It says the same thing but in a different language. The other side it says it in another language, and then on the other side you have the ingredients. On the bottom of the packaging it does have the barcode, and then at the very top you do have the shade name. This is called Nearly Neutral. So let's open this up. Oh, this is different. It says you are rare. It didn't say that on their matte lip packaging. I don't believe so. Let me double check. Yeah, there's nothing on the inside. This is their Lip Souffle Matte Lip Cream, and they don't have anything printed up at the top. I do have the deeper shade in Nearly Berry. The packaging does look very similar. This one is the gloss, and then up top is the lip cream. Definitely make sure you're looking at the right product when you're in store. See what this gloss looks like. Ooh, the packaging is so beautiful. It says Rare Beauty and it comes with this gold cap. I like that the bottom is flat. That way you can lay it flat on your desk. It's not rolling around or anything. At the bottom you do have the shade name. So let's see what this shade swatches like. Here's what the doe foot applicator looks like. Nearly Rose is described as a flush pink. It's so pretty. Let's see what it looks like applied on the lips. I'm going to press my lips together. I can't really feel much of the product on my lips. I'm going to apply a second layer. It's definitely way more pigmented with 2 layers. I'm going to press my lips together again. Now I can feel a little bit of the product. It doesn't feel sticky or goopy. It feels very comfortable, lightweight. I don't think that these have a scent to it. Yeah, these are unscented, which is great because I love unscented products. I don't like when they add so much fragrance. So far so good. Let's move on to the next shade. The next shade is called Nearly Apricot. Again, I love the details. Nearly Apricot is described as a soft coral. These 2 shades do look very similar. Let's see what the shade in Nearly Apricot looks like. It's definitely way lighter than the second shade. Let's apply a second layer. This shade is not my favorite. The next shade is called Nearly Neutral. Nearly Neutral is described as a soft neutral pink. It doesn't seem like a pink. It seems more of a neutral brown shade. Definitely not a pink, it's definitely a light brown. It's beautiful though. With 1 layer you can barely see the shade on my pigmented lips, so I'm going to apply a second layer. This is definitely my favorite shade so far. The next shade is called Nearly Mauve. This is my type of shade. Nearly Mauve is described as a soft mauve shade. I'm going to try and build it up. There we go. That's so beautiful. One layer, it's not as pigmented. If you just want a little bit of shine on your lips, then maybe one layer would be good. But for me, I want to see the pigment, I want to see the shine, so I'm going to build it up to a second layer. I really wanted the shade in Nearly Mauve to be as pigmented as it is in the tube. Let's see what the last shade looks like. The last shade is called Nearly Berry. This is the type of pigmentation that I'm looking for. Hopefully this shade is pigmented. Nearly Berry is described as a soft berry shade. Nearly Berry is definitely more pigmented than the previous shade. I'm going to try and build it up so you guys can see the pigment. Much better. Here's what all 5 glosses look like. They're very shiny, very hydrating on the lips, but you do have to build up the pigment. I was expecting a little bit more pigmentation with this particular shade in Nearly Berry, but let's see if we can build it up. Again, there's not much pigment, but it does feel very comfortable on my lips. Doesn't feel like a sticky gloss. So comfortable. I wouldn't recommend purchasing all of the shades unless you love the brand. If you're just looking for a sheer wash of color, maybe you'll love these. It does feel like a lip balm and a lip mask mixed together. It's a comfortable formula. I just wish these were a little bit more pigmented, but other than that, I really did like these glosses. My favorite shade was the shade in Nearly Neutral. This shade was the best one out of the 5 shades. Now we're gonna try out the melting blushes. I do want to read a little bit about the blushes on Sephora.com. It does say a breakthrough, mistake-proof, liquid-like cream blush that melts into second skin for the most natural looking wash of soft focused color. Again, it's free of parabens, formaldehydes, formaldehyde releasing agents, phthalates, mineral oil, sulfates, SLS, SLES, and it's also cruelty free. Didn't mention that these were vegan, like the lip glosses were. Interesting. It goes on to say that this first of its kind water resistant blush combines pigments with a non-greasy blend of weightless oils and spherical powders for a natural flush you can't mess up. The ultra lightweight liquid-like cream melts on contact and blends to a smooth satin finish that won't cake, crease, or clog pores. So let's go ahead and open these up. Here's a closer look on what the packaging looks like. It says Stay Vulnerable Melting Blush. The shade is called Nearly Rose. You have the shade name up at the top and then a little description. You get 0.17 ounces or 5 grams of product. On the back it does say it in a different language. On the other side you do have the ingredients, and on this side it's a different language. On the bottom you have a little barcode. Let's open this up. The little messages up at the top, it's just heartwarming. It's adorable. So let's see. Oh, look at the little compact. Very lightweight. I like that the packaging is glossy. It's not matte. And then on the back you do have the shade name. So beautiful. The presentation is gorgeous, and it does come with a mirror. It does have this little dip in the center of the product. I guess you can place your finger. Yeah, I guess it's for finger placement. So that's really cute. Let's see what Nearly Rose looks like. Very soft and creamy in the pan. Here's what that blush shade looks like. It's super pigmented. Nearly Rose is described as a true pink. So pretty and pigmented. Let me blend this out. It's not super pigmented like her liquid blushes, which I was so scared to try. It feels nice and soft. I haven't set my foundation with any powder, so I use a liquid foundation today, and I use a little bit of bronzer. I'm gonna take a little bit on my finger. Ooh, it's so much. Okay, let me blend it out. Okay, it's very easy to blend out. Really nice flush of color. This shade in Nearly Rose is so beautiful, very easy to blend out. I just used my fingertips. A little bit of this cream blush does go a very long way, so definitely be light-handed. Don't go ham like I just did. The next shade is called Nearly Apricot. Again, very pigmented. Nearly Apricot is described as a muted coral. It's very soft. I'm gonna try and build it up. Taking a little bit on my finger, I'll apply the blush to the cheeks. That's a beautiful shade. Here we have the shade in Nearly Apricot. Again, so beautiful. You can definitely build it up if you want. The best tool is using your fingertip. The next shade is called Nearly Neutral. Here's what Nearly Neutral looks like. Nearly Neutral is described as a soft, neutral pink. Again, in my opinion, I don't think it's a pink. Nearly Neutral does look like a soft pink versus a lip gloss, where this looks like a light brownish shade. Taking a little bit. Oh, that's really nice. The shade is so beautiful. The next shade is called Nearly Mauve. Ooh, this shade is so stunning. It's so pretty. Nearly Mauve is described as a true mauve. I'm gonna see if I can build it up. Again, another gorgeous shade. Taking a little bit on my finger. Ooh, beautiful. Another gorgeous shade. I do want to see if we can use these on the eyelids. That's why I didn't purchase the liquid shadows. If these blushes don't work on the eyes, then I'll go in store and purchase the liquid eyeshadows. So far so good, you guys. I'm loving these blushes. They're so beautiful. They're so easy to blend out, and you can build them up. The last shade is called Nearly Berry. Wow, that shade is gorgeous. Definitely my type of shade. Nearly Berry is described as a deep berry, super pigmented out of all of them. That's the type of cream blush that I was looking for. I'm going to apply a little bit more of that blush shade and blend it out. It's so gorgeous. Taking a little bit on my finger. Ooh. Wow, that is so pigmented. Nearly Berry has to be my favorite shade out of all of the blushes. Here we have all 5 of the melting blush shades. I want to see how it looks like on the eyelid, so again, taking a little bit of the shade in Nearly Berry. It's pretty. Nowhere on the packaging does it mention that these are eye safe. I don't want you guys ending up getting an allergic reaction or a rash or something like that, so definitely be careful if you do want to apply these to your eyes. Do it at your own risk. I'm going to see if I can blend this out a little bit. Wow, that shade is so beautiful. The formula doesn't feel oily or heavy. It's so gorgeous on the eyes. I love it. I wouldn't recommend applying it to your eyes. Like I said, nowhere online or even on the packaging it does mention that these are eye safe. I will be going to my local Sephora and purchasing the liquid eyeshadows because I don't want you guys to do what I just did and then you guys get a reaction or a rash or something on your eyes. My final thoughts on the melting blushes is that I really do like these. These are so easily to blend out. They're very pigmented. You can build them up and they're very lightweight on the cheeks. The packaging of these blushes are a 10 out of 10. I really do like how compact they are. They fit right in the palm of your hand. And it does include a mirror, which is awesome if you want to take this on the go or if you just want to touch up. The only thing I don't like about these blushes is the price. These retail for $21 each. Too expensive for a cream blush. I definitely think it's going to take me some time to hit pan on these blushes. I'm not going to use it that often. I don't think you need all of the blush shades, maybe 1 or 2. Here's what all of the blushes look like dried down. Just running my finger through these blushes. They do transfer, so they don't dry down matte. They don't dry down to a powder finish. They still remain very creamy on the back of my hand. My final thoughts on the glossy lip balms is that I really do like these, but you don't need all 5 shades because they're not super pigmented. These are a balm-like texture. They do feel very comfortable on the lips, but they're not super pigmented and they do have a little bit of shine to it. I would love to know if you plan on purchasing anything from this collection. If you guys did enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video.